Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is paper 3, October 2022. So let's start this paper. First of all, he given us here, and he said, convert, give answer in this form. So first of all, what is the basic criteria to start this question? And you know it very well, there are two unknowns because we need to find x, both x and the powers. How to bring powers down? We have one property, log of a to power b. So this power can come down and multiply with the whole function if it is in a power. Number one property. Second property, you can see they are multiplying, 5 and 3 multiplying. So one more property is very important. If two functions are multiplying, we can split them, like write separate with a both logarithm but plus in the middle. So this is a property I'm going to start first of all. So job number one, take log of both sides. Log of 2 to power 3x minus 1 and log of 5 times to 3 to power 1 minus x. Now this power will come down as this property. So when it comes down, so 3x minus 1, some students write like this. No, you must write in a bracket. And what about this log applies here because multiply. So log of the first value plus log of the second value. Now this log 2 multiplying with the both values. So step by step, 3x ln2 minus ln2. Okay, and log of 5. This power will come down. Again, same property applies here. So I get 1 minus x times 2 logarithm 3. Now 3x log of 2 and this value I can bring right hand side beside of log of 5. It will become plus. And what about this? Same story, ln3 will multiply with the both values inside. So into 1 ln3 into x ln3. Now you can see that there are two x's are we can bring on one side. So this whole thing will come here. So 3x ln2 and plus x ln3. And these three terms, you can leave as it is, or you can go backward. From here, go backwards. Because he says that give answer in, if he said 3SF, 2SF, 1 dp, 2 dp, then you can type in calculator. But now you are bound to give in this form, so you can combine. For example, log of a plus log of b, two values adding, you have to go back. So in case of adding, this a and this b will multiply. So same property, so 3 and 2 and 5 will multiply with one log, 5 times to 2 times to 3. And from left hand side, x and x common out. And you get a 3 ln2 plus ln3. So I hope so. The point is very clear. And here, 5 2s are 10, 10 3s are 30. Okay. And here, same story. This 3 will go on the power reverse property from here left to right. So right to left. So right to left, it means x times 2. In the bracket, 3 will go on the power of 2. So 2 to the power 3 give you 8. After this, again, this property implements from left to right. Sorry, again, right to left. Because a plus b, I can multiply that. So this 8 and this 3 will multiply. So like this. and 8 threes are 24. So this whole goes there, log of 30 divided by log of 24. So I hope so. The point is very clear, and this is our final answer. Question number 2, the polynomial this is a constant denoted by p of x. It is given that this is factor. Here, some students don't know what factor means. Factor means, for example, if I say that 2 is a factor of 6. So 6 inside and 2, 3s are 6, and end result is 0. Remainder is 0. Okay, so we'll try the same story, but this will do by remainder theorem or factor theorem. What factor theorem says, for your knowledge, this is 0 is called remainder. This p of x is called remainder. So I show one thing. He says 2x is a factor word. So I will put this equals to 0. So 2x plus 3 is equals to 0. 3 goes on the right hand side and 2 divides, so minus 3 by 2. So I write word as a factor. I replace every x by negative 3 by 2. When I replace every x by minus 3 by 2, it will look like this. Okay, now it's a matter of typing in calculator. Okay, and let's see what answer comes. According to situation, this is equals to 0. Why? Because I said before, it shows the remainder. This I write 0 here. And because logic, what is the word factor is there, so remainder confirms 0. Okay, this 2 times to negative 27 by 8. And here power 2, so both powers, so 9 by 4. Now you bring this 0 and this 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are minus 27 over 4 minus 9 over 4. If you bring both on left hand side and type in calculator, so you know it very well, 27 plus 9, it is giving 36, 36 by 4. So we are getting 9 answers short. I repeat, you take LCM here and bring left side, or bring left side, take LCM, answer become A. It means if you keep the A value 9 here and you plug it and you divide by this outside and this inside, so inside the remainder will be 0. This is a story. So let's go for next part. When A has this value, I mean 9, so solve inequality. So first of all, I will plug in 9 here. And he said p of x. So p of x is less than 0. And 2x to power 3 and minus x to power 2 plus 9 less than 0. This inequality, actually I plug in 9 back here. Now he's saying solve this inequality. But how we can solve this inequality unless we don't have the factors. So first of all, job number 1, we will solve the 4 factors. Only one choice we have. What is that choice? We have to go for long division first of all. And this long division, how to proceed? So this whole thing keep inside. And this x cube, x power 2, but x is not there. I will write myself 0x. And as he said, this 2x plus 3 is a factor. So I will write it outside. Factor means factor means this 2x plus 3, I will write outside here. And you will see now end answer become inshallah 0. So first of all, think about it, that 2x multiply what to give you this answer. I repeat, 2x multiply what to give you 2x to power 3. So naturally, 2 ones are 2 get same, and x into x square give you x cube. So only x square I should write on the top. Now this x square multiply with the both. I get 2x to power 3, and x square into 3, I get 3x to power 2. Now we always sign changes rule, and they cancel automatically, and solve this minus n minus 3. I get negative 4x to power 2 plus 0x plus 9. And now think about it again. This multiply what will give this answer? Okay, so 2 2s are 4, so 2, and not 2 only, minus 2. And x, what give you x squared? So single x. So this minus 2x will come on the top. So minus 2x. And minus 2x multiply with the both. So when it multiply with the both, I get negative 4x to power 2 and negative 6x. Again, sign changes, they cancel out. We get plus 6 plus 0 give you 6x. And 6x and plus 9. Again, ask yourself, this multiply what give you this answer? It is very clear that I want into 3 only. So plus 3. Plus 3 multiply both. Sign changes sign, they cancel both, and end answer is, you can see, 0. So Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. So point is very clear. Okay. So we get that. So just to give an idea, when you have 2 inside, 2, 6 is 12. So you can say this inside 12 is actually equals to quotient. This is called quotient. This is called dividend. Okay, divisor, sorry, divisor. Divisor and 6 multiply will give you the dividend. This is called dividend. So inside the number, whatever is equals to product of the top value and the left side value. So can I say same story here? This value is equals to product of top and this one. Because I know that they are equal, so what I will write in the place of it, this time to that. The way I'm copying 12 and I place 12 by 6 times to 2. So same this time to this. So I hope so up till here, the point is very clear. And and let's try right now here, 2x plus 3 times 2x square minus 2x plus 3 less than 0. Now check, is this possible to factorize again? So 3 ones are 3 and negative 3, I think so it's possible. Let's try. Check. 3 ones are 3, negative 3 plus 1. No, it is not possible. Yeah, it is not possible. So when it is not possible, then what is choice we have? So it means we have to convince the examiner even 4 marks. And how to convince examiner? A value is 1. You can write a word considered. Just write here word considered. Consider x to power 2 negative 2x plus 3 is equals to, just consider only. What is A value? 1. What is B value? Negative 2. What is C value? 3. And you know B square minus 4AC will help us. If this answer come negative, it means you get a like no real answer comes. Let's see, it comes or not. So got a 4 and minus 12. I get negative 8, less than 0, no real solution. So it means it will not give any real solution. So I mean, because the answer depends upon 2 parts, one this and one this. And I convinced my examiner that this I will not give you any real answer. Because if you apply even a quadratic formula, not factorization, it give you math error, undefined, okay, in like undefined complex numbers. So it means answer not depending upon that. Answer is depending upon only this. So I can say that. So 2x plus 3 less than 0. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, 3 goes there, become negative 3 and 2 divides, and this is my final answer. So I hope so. The point is very, very clear. And let's go for the next part. He's saying here, equation of this equation curve given and it has stationary point between 0 to pi by 2 and find x coordinate only and 3 as sub. Not exact, some extent may be easy. Let's try. We can do this question in two techniques. Starting technique I talk about. You can start directly without any conversion, or this is a try, we can convert it because sine double x is disturbing. We have two values, 2 sine x into cos x. In this, what happened, double angle will go away, okay? And then we can find it easily without any hesitation. Or I can apply even direct. I think most students do directly, so I'll do directly. So dy over dx, because stationary point, and all of you know, when our curve turns, stationary point derivative 0 always. So product formula means u and v function separate. So u copy, v derivative will come here, then v copy, and u function will come here. So let's start one by one. When I copy this function, and this derivative will come here. And what is sign differentiation? Cos double x times 2 angles derivative, which is 2. You write 2 before, after, no issue at all. And this is copied now. And what is sign derivative? Sign differentiation is only cos. Now, according to condition, I put derivative 0 because you know it very well. Because whenever curve turns and turns and turns, how many turns will come? And when I draw a tangents or turning points, all these turning points differentiation is always 0 because gradient of the line is 0 and gradient and dividing same. So now what is the next plan? You see that now I think I am bound to apply sign expand this one. You do before or after, no problem at all. 2 sine x and cos double x. This I expand it. I get what? I get 2 sine x cos x into cos x. Now you can see that what is common? 2 sine is common. So I can take 2 sine common. What left here? Cos double x, and cos time to cos give you cos square. And now whenever product of two parts equals to 0, what do you say? Either first part equal to 0 or second part equal to 0, 1 by 1. So when I use the second equation is equals to 0. So problem is 1 here with us. What is that? If I try to solve this, 2 goes down, it becomes sine x is equals to 0. And when I take a sine inverse of 0, actually sine 0 is where? Sine 0 is sine 0 is 0, sine pi is 0, and sine 2 pi is 0. For your knowledge only, I just am showing. So it gives us, when I take a sine inverse, so actually I'm asking that, which angle you give it, get a 0. It says 0, sorry, it says this 0, pi, and 2 pi. But all of you know this, all three angles are out of range. Why out of range? No need to show examiner because he said pi by 2. Just I'm showing you only because some people ask that why not using said this. So let's talk about this. You will show to examiner this much only and Riche in exam out of range. Now, what about this question? We have three formulas for cos double x. Okay, I write it here, but which the most important I will use is this one. Cos 2x is equals to 2 cos square single x minus 1. And this angle become half here. So 2 divided by 2, I got single x. So I hope so clear. So I'm writing here 2 cos square x minus 1 plus cos square x equals to 0. This and this will give us 3 cos square x, and 1 goes on the right hand side. Then I got cos square x equals to 1 over 3. Now I have a two chances. One is cos x equals to 1 over 3 root, because root of the both side, 1 plus sign and 1 minus sign. But you know, the cos is a positive is which quadrant? It is a very clear and obviously you know it because you're in A2. So cos is a positive in first and fourth quadrant and negative in second and third quadrant. So naturally, because looking for 0 to pi by 2, so this is all answers out of range, out, out, out. So this is my answer only. So it means this, I will do it, and cos inverse of 1 over root 3, because root of 1 is 1. So, uh, and make sure it must be in a radian mode. So 1 over root 3, when you divide it, you get the answer 0.955. And say, let me check. He asking 3SF figure. Be careful about this demand, the requirement of the question. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, this question is also clear. Number 4 is saying express of this whole thing in this is called from here to this form. And this is called R form. R form. And R must be positive and angle must be in a first quadrant, and state the exact value of R and alpha 2dp. So let's think how we can do this kind of question. First of all, we will put them equals to each other. 4 cos alpha minus sine x, 4 cos x is minus sine x equals to R. I'm copying this. But rather I'm copying, okay, I can apply fundamental of cos. What is the fundamental of cos? You remember cos x, cos alpha, opposite sign of this plus, minus. So sine x, sine alpha, this formula is available in formula sheet. Okay, now what to do onwards? So R will multiply inside with the both values. R cos x, cos alpha, and R sine x and sine alpha. And here we have 4 cos x minus sine x. Now I'm writing comparing both sides. When I compare both sides, actually cos x coefficient is 4, and here cos x coefficient is 4, and cos alpha. So for a while, cos x cancel from both ends, and we get R cos alpha equals to 4. Repeat. This R and cos alpha equal to 4. In same approach, sin x cancel, and I get -1 because no number means 1, -1. And what is sin x cancel from here? I get -4, negative R sin alpha. So I repeat, -1. So negative R sin alpha equals to -1. I repeat again, this negative and this negative later on cancel out. So I can save my time and I cancel this negative sign and I cancel this negative sign. Only one comes. So this is done. Equation 1 done, equation 2 done. I showed a working a lot. You can write directly from here and do comparison. No need to show to this working even. Move on next. How to get rid of the sine and alpha? Because we know sine square plus cos square is 1. So 1 to power 2 and 2 to power 2 and then add them. When I squared this and I squared this, add left side, square and add right side. So I'm showing you r to power 2 cos square alpha, r to power 2 sine square alpha, and 4 to power 2 plus 1 to power 2. Repeat. Its square is here, then this square is here, and this square is here. And y plus, because I know that 1, I take r square common out. In the bracket, cos square alpha plus sine square alpha. Here I got 17, 16 plus 1, 17. And this is 1, all of you know, sine square plus cos square is 1 always. I take root, I get a plus and minus, but you know, he said, no, take only positive. You can see r is bigger than 0. No negative value is required. And now I'm finding the value of alpha. This value you plug it either here or here. And then simple typing in check. He talk about degree. Make sure every time and convert your units according to demand. And when I plug in this value in 1 here, what happens? So root 17 times 2 cos alpha equal to 4. It means cos alpha equals to 4 over root 17. It means I got finally, if I take a cos inverse, 4 divided by root 17. So it is giving us 14.04 degree. But this is not our answer, he said. Express in R form. So how to how to convert R form? I am bound to write both values R and alpha plug in this top equation. I mean this equation. So I can say finally that 4 cos x minus sine x is equals to root 17 cos time to x plus 14.04. And this is my final answer. Because he was asking us to convert into R form. Now, part number 2, if you look at carefully, part number 2, look at here, these are totally match. 4 cos x, minus sine. It means everything is matching. Only thing is the x replace each x replaced by 2x. Then what I will do? I will do by part A. By part A, I can say that because this is a totally matching with that, totally matching except the angle part. So my question, if we have a here P, then what is here P? If we have a Q in the place of XQ, then here Q. If we have a L, here L, so here L comes. And last, if we have a 2x here, so 2x will come here. So I hope so the point is very clear. So I'm writing now 4 cos 2x minus sine 2x is 3. This was a question. And left hand side I replace by this. But one thing changed. Root 17 cos in the bracket, not write x, 2x, and plus 14.04 equal to 3. So here, the point is very clear. And now I have to find next part, find single x, because we need to and make it in the first two quadrants only. So root 17 will go down. So okay, what? It will become cos inverse 3 over root 17. 70 will come under 3, and cos goes there. And for a while, I took as a whole angle as a alpha. Alpha I taken, and when I type in the calculator, cos is in root 17, not 17, root 17. Divided by root 17, I get 43.31. Okay, and 43.31 I get from here. And for your own knowledge, we will make this cross, and we will make two quadrants here. And actually, we talk about cos. You know, cos is a positive. Look at here, is a sign is a positive inside? Yes. Cos positive in first quadrant and in fourth quadrant. And this angle I will write in these two values places, here and here. Okay, now I'm checking what is answer for the answer, because make sure we have a double X here. So we go for the both answers. For example, this is the first answer and this is second answer. So I'm going to find it. So first of all, I bring back this here. So 2x plus 14.04. And a first answer is I'm writing 43.31. Second, I'm writing 360 minus 43.31. How got it? Because one is this and second is from 360 minus that. Now each value 14.04 will subtract. After subtracting, 2 will divide. So look at here, I show both working 43.31 minus 14.04 divided by 2. Same approach, 360 minus 43.31 minus 14.04 divided by 2. So I will type both answers and let's see which is coming in our range. So 43.3 minus 14.04 and divided by 2. My first answer is coming 14.6, because we have to give in 1 degree, 1 dp. Second answer, 360 minus 43.31 and minus 14.04 and divide by 2. My answer is coming 151.31 degree, and this is my one answer. And make sure both answers are coming in the range of 0 to 180 degree. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Let's go for next part. In this question, he is talking about this is a complex number question, because iota, I involved in the question, we have to give in this form. First of all, what is a z square coefficient is 1. What is z coefficient? Minus 6 iota. You say iota or I, no problem. C is minus 12. And we have to give exact answer. So let's see how we can do this one. And formula, plus and minus and divided by. plug in the values next where A and C by So just concentrate here. I think some, maybe in the middle, some voice issue was there, but I hope so you got a point. Okay. Okay, so so I think all points are clear. Hmm. So it was just revised from here only, because due to network issues, it happens anyway. So first of all, I located, this is a root 3 and this is a 3. Okay. And similarly, this is a B chord, negative root 3 and 3. Okay. After that, we have done it that find each modulus of each argument. Modulus I found root 3. And then I found the angle is very clear approach from positive axis, still 9. So that is why, so this theta is pi by 3 for both, but argument for this is not pi by 3. No, this is a from pi subtract theta, and I got 2 pi by 3. And this angle is pi by 3 simple. So I hope so up till here, point is very clear. And then we have to prove that triangle is equilateral triangle, and we have done already half job. This 2 root 3 distance, this 2 root 3 distance, we have equal mention. And this angle is equilateral triangle, and we have done already half job. This 2 root 3 distance, this 2 root 3 distance, we have equal mention. And then I found the so it means this is a root 3. You can see from here, and this gap is also root 3 from here. So together is called 2 root 3. So it is proved, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, that all distances are equal. So triangle is an equal triangle. Let's talk about the question of vector. And what a question of vector here we have. We have given OA, OB, and OC. Prove that angle BAC, and what is a rule we have to do here? Middle letters B, A, C. Make sure the middle letter is A, so I make it here. And what's basic criteria? Whenever we have a middle letter, so both vectors will start and will go like that. And this angle I'm looking for. So these arrows are very, very important in vectors concept. So let's start. First of all, it means that how to pronounce this vector, don't say CA, say AC. And this is how to pronounce AB, because in vector direction is very, very important. So formula which I have now, I'm writing because AB dot AC is equals to magnitude of first vector into magnitude of second vector into cos of angle between them. Okay. And make sure the same vector comes here, same vector comes here, only the length will come there. And now try to fulfill the plan. First of all, how we can do it? This is equation number 1 I call. First of all, AB vector. How to get AB vector? We done in what is the rule? The vector where is ending, and the starting is A. So ending vector letter is B. So write OB minus OA. For example, AC. How to write AC? Where vector is ending C, starting A. Where is ending start from there? OC minus OA. So OB will come here, OA will come here, and then I find answer. And OB is this 3, 1, 2, and OA is 1, 3, 1. So 3 minus 1, I get 2. 1 minus 3, I get negative 2. And 2 minus 1, I get a 1. Same approach. I talk about OC is coming and OA is coming. And OC is 5, 3 minus 2. And OA is 1, 3, 1. So 5 minus 1 gives us 4, and 3 minus 3 gives us 0. And here I get negative 3. And then I proceed uh, for for a this left hand side is called dot product, or I just plug in the values and put in 1. Left hand side, this dot this magnitude cos capital A. Hold on, AB is this, so this will go, this will whole will go here to negative to 1. This will go here, I mean here, 4, 0, minus 3. And for your knowledge, what is a dot product says, the corresponding position numbers, they will multiply. And then you add, example, 4 2s are 8, 0 into 2 is 0, and 1 into negative 3 is negative 3. And what is the magnitude of AB? So take a squares of each number and add them. Like a 2 square 4, 2 square 4, 1 square is 1. So 4 plus 4 plus 1. Same here. 4 square 16, 0 square 0, and minus 3 square 9. So 16 plus 0 plus 9. And here I got a 3, logic 9, 9 root is 3. And here I got 25, and 25 root is a 5. And this is a 15, and here I got a 5. And cos A is actually equals to 1 over 3. And when I take a, and what he was asking, he asking cosine of angle AOB. No need to find out inverse. This is my final answer. If he asks you find angle, then you can go for inverse. But he said, no, give me cosine of angle. I hope so this point is clear. Now, next part is asking us the perimeter, the area of the, area of the triangle, an exact answer he's asking us. So area of the triangle, if you recall, this is one side, second side, and middle angle we know. So what is technique? Half into AB sine theta. So this length AC is here, this AB length is here or opposite, and then I can use. So one length is 3 and one length is 5. So area of triangle. So area of triangle is half into A into B into sine C. And one side you got here. One side is the length of one side is 3, second side length is 5. So half into 3 into 5 into sine the C. Now issue is coming, what is C? Now problem is that cos A is 1 by 3. This is very interesting. Cos A is 1 by 3. We have two approaches. Okay, one is a formula, second is the triangle technique. Triangle technique says this angle A, this cos is adjacent by hypotenuse. So this 1 is here and 3 is here. Because according to situation, 1 adjacent by hypotenuse. So this is in front of A, this side is called opposite. In front of 90 is called hypotenuse, and this is called adjacent. So I can say that adjacent by hypotenuse. So how to get this? I can use Pythagoras theorem. In front of 93 is called hypotenuse. So I can say 3 to power 2 equal to x to power 2 plus 1 to power 2. And 9 minus 1 equal to x to power 2. X to power 2 is 8. And when I take a root of the both side, I got root of 8, which is actually is equals to 2 root 2. So if I ask you, what is sine C value from here? So sine C value we can find is a 15, and sine C value is opposite by hypotenuse. And opposite is 2 root 2, and hypotenuse is 3. And 3 5 is 15, and 2 cancel. So like that. And final answer, we are getting here 5 root 2 unit square. So I believe you got a whole idea. And this is a triangle method number one. Second method, if you want to use what is the cos, what is the sine square formula? Sine square formula is 1 minus cos square formula. So when I plug in and take a root, so sine A is equals to root of the whole, and cos formula is value is 1 by 3. If you type in calculator, you get a from here sine A, it is coming directly is a 2 root 3 will come from here. 2 root 2 by 3 will come from here. Anyway, I hope so. The point is very clear. Let's go for next part. Here he given us in the question number 7, he given us what here? Differential question, and he is asking us here x sine square dx by d theta is given that in this thing we have a sine, we have a tan, we have a cot. A lot of things involved here. And he said theta is must be in first quadrant and x must be positive. It given x is 2 and theta is pi by 4. And we are looking for show this one cot derivative is must be this. You may assume without prove the derivative of cot with respect to this one. So a very interesting part. So you may assume without proof that derivative of cot, we must know that differentiation of cot is actually negative cosecant square theta given by him. Okay. And how we can do it? He said, prove that this answer is that. So no problem. D over d theta of cot. What is the basic rule we have? First, we do power 2 will go down according to differentiation criteria. And power of cot will become 1. You write or you don't write, no problem. And times 2 differentiation of base. And in base, we have a cot theta. This is base. And which answer we know cosecant square. Okay. Now this minus into minus become plus. And wait a minute, please. Yeah, this is minus, I put extra. I repeat again, 2 cot theta is there as it is, and this derivative is minus cosecant, as he said. Okay, now this negative 2 and cot as it is. And this is what is cosecant? 1 over sine. And I get a 1 over sine squared theta. Just bring it under the cot and prove. So I believe this point is not hard at all. And let's go for the part number next. Show us solve differential equation and find the x value when theta is pi by 6. So we need to find x subject. Make sure x subject. So x subject is there, and I'll start from here. So first of all, I'm writing x sine square. So dx by d theta is equals to tan square theta minus 2 cot theta. Okay. So question, I'm starting from here. My target is very clear to make a x subject. But make sure, first of all, I just tell you, there are few steps for differential equations question. Step number 1, separation of variables. So separation means this, like bring all x terms left side and bring all theta on the right hand side, because x is my subject. So you see theta, 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 theta. Only x involved here. So keep x and dx left hand side and bring all on the right hand side. First of all, this theta multiply up, so I can write it like this. And then sine square will come under it. I can write like this. Step number 1 is done. This is called separation of variables. Now simplify. Actually, tan square by sine square separate. And 2 cot theta by sine square separate. Done. And what is a tan? If you remember, what is a solution of the first part? This one. You can see this one. We can simplify further. What is a tan? A tan is equals to sine over cos. Okay, I show working, or I can do here left side, sine square over cos square, and it divisible by sine square. I repeat what I'm saying. Divided by, wait a minute, let me check again. Yeah, sine square. And when I flip it, you know what's the rule? Divisible by means sine square by cos square. This divisible sign convert to multiply, and this value goes in denominator. They cancel out. So what is ultimately get from here? 1 over cos square theta. This I'm not changing, so some logic behind it. You will come, inshallah, just now. This I got secant square theta, and this still I'm not changing. So some logic behind. And the logic is what? We just prove the same connection here. And as we know that this is same, total same, including sine, so it means the part 1 will help us that this derivative is equal to this. Then this integration is that. Repeat. This is a very, very important point. I will discuss that derivative of this part is this. Then this integration is this only. This is the best way of doing. So I'm going to start now. I'm saying integrating both sides. So step number 1, separation of variables and simplify. Step number 2, integrating both sides. And I'm integrating everything separate. And I'm writing it now here, -2 inside, cot theta inside, sine square inside, and this whole thing. And now we know, as we know that there's a totally including negative sign matches. So as I said before, this differentiation is this. It means this integration is cot square. So I'm going to write this is x square by 2, and secant square integration is 10. And here I'm writing here cot theta plus c. Check again, is it cot theta? No, cot square, sorry. Cot square. So this job is over. And now let's see how we can get the value. I have to plug in this limits. Theta is pi by 6. So x square by 2 here square. So do one thing. This is a best idea. I know that some students don't know. What is the cot? 1 over 10. And I write pi by 6 and power 2 on the top. Repeat, this 2 on the top, because some students don't know how to type in calculator. So I think so now we can do it easily. We can check it, x to power 2 by 2, and this is a root 3 by 3. And same here, root 3 by 3. And if you check it, 1 divided by, make sure in radian mode, okay? This is very, very important. If you convert by mistake in degree mode, the question become wrong. So 1 divided by 10 pi by 6. And you have to square. It is coming 3 only. Like the whole answer of this is 3 only. Okay, and I think I missed one thing. What I missed, this is given by him, pi by 4 and 2. Sorry, this is do later. First of all, these values I'll use and get the C value. So I should not replace this one. I should replace pi by 4 and X value. Let me recheck. 2, yeah. Because you saw, I stuck here. I don't have a C value. So first priority is this one. So let's see how we can find it. So inshallah, we can do it easily now. So first of all, here, plug in 2 square 4, 4 by 2 is coming 2. And here, plug in 4 in here. And 10 pi by 4, if you check in calculator, give you 1. And this you type, it is also give you 1. And this 1 plus 1, 2, 2 cancel. And I get C value 0. And now I'm going to plug in the values because C gone. Now I got a pure equation, x squared by 2, tan theta, and cot square theta. Now I plug in theta is equal to pi by 6. Let me check pi by 6. Yeah. And now I'm getting answer x by 2. When I replace here pi by 6, 1 over 10 pi by 6 and whole power 2. As I said before, this is root 3 by 3. This is only 3. So I hope so up till here clear. And I check in my calculator. And so let's see what answer comes. Yeah, first of all, I do step by step. X square is 2 times the whole thing. He did not ask exact answer. 1 minute, please. He did not ask exact answer. Solve X only. So it means it is our wish. And if I take a root of the whole, so 2.67 is our final answer. Question number 8. Question number 8 says what? He said diagram shows the part of the curve. The part of curve intersect x-axis. This is intersects x-axis. The point A, exactly A coordinate. So all of you know at this point y always 0. So plug in y0. And when I plug in y0, sine root of x is equals to 0. Take sine on the other end, it means sine inverse of 0. Problem is, many students don't have idea of this. And you must have idea sine 0 is 0 and sine pi is 0. So it means sine pi. So it means root x, and we are getting pi here. Many students, they have no idea about, because when they type in calculator sine inverse of 0, it will give you 0. So squaring both sides, and I get x is equals to pi square. Pi square. So I got exact value of a, and it means I can say here that a, I mean x, or means a, same story, pi to power 2. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, this point is clear. Second, he's asking substitution, use substitution and get a shaded area for the first quadrant bounded by the part of the curve in x-axis. So let's see how we can find it. What is the basic criteria of the area? Basic formula. Basic formula we have, which I'm going to write now here, is x1 below, x2 up, and y dx. This is a basic formula. And what is the lower limit of x? Is 0. Upper limit I got pi square. Okay, so lower limit is 0, upper limit is pi square. And the function is, this is y value. So sine root of x dx. But he said use this substitution, so I'm using it here. And u is equals to root of x. So let's start. How we can do it? Normally we are doing integration, but we'll start our topic from differentiation. So differentiate both sides. So I got du over dx. Half comes down, power becomes negative half. Negative half comes down, I got 2 root of x. Because when it comes down, positive half, and half is called root. Cross multiply, this whole thing come with du, and this goes the right hand side. 2 root of x du is equals to dx. Actually, and this root of x is equals to u, so you can replace it by 2u. You see, full question is converted. And actually, what is our plan? Not this. It means this dx is replaced by this one, and root x replaced by u. So question turned to be sine u times to 2u and du. But only limits left. What limit is? This 0 you plug in here. So say when x is equal to 0, so u is equals to root of 0. So u becomes 0. Second part, when x is equal to pi to power 2, I plug in pi to power 2 here. Pi root and square cancel, I get u is equal to pi. So 0 to pi is my target. And now you can see that this 2 we can bring outside and apply biparts property. What's bipart property? That if you look at carefully, that we have a u times 2 sine u du and limit 0 to pi will give us area. And before we start, we must know the late property, L-A-T-E, late, and I added, I late. I stand for inverse function, L for logarithm, A for algebra, T for trigonometry, E for exponential. So top to down, we have a property of V on the top, U down. It means this, we can say here, if we are getting exponential and trigonometry together, exponential is V and trigonometry is U. In this current situation, we have algebra on this level and trigonometry on the above level. So this is V and this is U, make sure. And now I'm applying the formula and get ready for the formula. Before I apply formula is, I'm writing it here, then I'm using U and V integration. U copy integration of V minus a sign of integral, a bracket opens, a bracket ends, and dx. This dx involved with that. And again, integration of V will come here again. Times to differentiation of U. So I'm going to apply formula, get ready. So area is equals to 2 outside, bracket start, And first of all, U copy. So U copy means U as it is. And then integration of V. In what is integration of V? I'm showing first. Sine U du. Then minus sign, I'm writing minus sign. A big sign of integral, bracket opens, bracket ends, du and close bracket. Okay, hold on. This bracket close for this, and this bracket close for it. And now inside, integration of V will come once again. And differentiation of U function comes here. So d over du of U. Now I'm starting, I think very clear approach, U as it is. What is sine integration? Minus cos. Again, this integration is minus cos. Derivative of U with respect to U is 1. So I'm writing here negative U cos U. And negative plus integration of cos I am going to find. Here I got 2 multiply inside, negative 2u cos u, and 2. And what is sine integration, cos integration? Sine u. And this is area, but I did not put limits. Limit is 0 to pi, you can see here. I will put at the end here, 0 to pi. And when I put limit 0 to pi, my students, what happens? First of all, I replace every u by pi. Before I start, cos pi is -1, cos 0 is 1, sine pi is 0, and sine 0 is again 0. So it will help us to understand. When I plug in pi here and here, I got this. When I plug in pi here, so no need to put is becomes 0. Now, plug in 0 here and plug in 0 here, so full 0. Why? Because 0 is something 0. But sine 0 is, so sine 0 is 0. So that is why I'm getting 0. And negative 2 pi and negative 2 pi. And cos pi is, you know it very well, is -1, as we just I showed there. So I got -1 into negative become positive. So 2 pi unit square is the area of the curve. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, this point is also clear. Question number 9. Let's talk about number 9. And number 9, what we have a topic of normal distribution, numerical solution. So first of all, is saying semicircle diameter is AB diameter, this diameter. And this is the radius, so this is also radius. Okay. It's saying shaded area is, this is a very important sentence. Shaded area is minor segment of the chord is area 1/3 of area of semicircle. Repeat. Shaded area, I can say here, shaded area is 1/3 of area of semicircle. Semicircle area. So shaded region is a concord is a area 1/3 of area of semicircle. What is semicircle? Circle is a pi r square. And here pi r square divided by 2 because semicircle. How do we get shaded area? So shaded area, very simple, area of the full sector minus area of the triangle. You will get this back. So I'm saying sector area, or I just make it this diagram so you can understand. Sector area minus triangle area. And what is sector area formula? Half r square theta. But theta, we know, the thing is that theta, this I will need. This theta I need. Very interesting, in front of radius is a theta, in front of radius is theta. So it means this theta as well. So if I ask you what is this angle, so it's not a hard job. So some of the all angles triangles, the 180 means pi. So how to get this alpha? So alpha is equals to from pi minus theta minus theta. I got pi minus 2 theta. So this angle is coming in the middle is pi minus 2 theta. So half, so it means angle is here pi minus 2 theta, pi minus 2 theta, and radius, 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 and radius. I believe you got a point because middle angle is this. Because sector is center at O, not at A. Make sure. Even he mentioned here, center at O. Okay, then what? Then half r square, what is the formula of sector area? Half r square theta. Theta is pi minus 2 theta. And what is the triangle? Half into AB sine theta. A is radius, B is radius, and theta is a sine, sine theta. So sine pi minus 2 theta. And here I got here 1 by 3 into pi r squared by 2. Now recombine half r square pi minus 2 theta. Here again half r time to r give you r square. And but interesting part here, how we can do this one. So here we have to expand fundamentally and sine pi minus 2 theta. So when expanded, what is the formula of sine? So sine pi cos 2 theta minus cos pi sine 2 theta. The fundamental law you must know. And sine pi, you know, is 0, gone. And cos pi is minus 1, minus minus plus, and sine 2 theta. It means this, you got is this full answer equal to sine 2 theta. So sine 2 theta. So I'm writing the place of here sine 2 theta. Is very important. Many students stuck here. Half 1 by half r square and pi. I'm writing separate because see that divide whole equation by half r square. Half r square, half r square, and half r square. Cancel out. And I get pi minus 2 theta sine double theta and equals to 1 or pi by 3. You can write it here. And my target is just close. Make sure I have to make a theta subject. So it means this is a negative sign, so I bring right hand side. I got positive pi already available. This will come here. So pi, this pi minus 3 and minus sine double theta. I think up till here very clear. So I can see that what is a common here from all values 1 by 3 common. So take LCM. When I take LCM, make question easy. So 3 LCM, this 3 matches, this minus pi copy. 3 not here, so 3 multiply with the pi. 3 not under it, so 3 multiply with that even. And I believe all of you understanding what is going on. And now what is the next plan? Wait a minute. Yeah. So, so you can simplify. This is a 2. Yeah, this is a 2 pi and minus 3 sine double theta, and 3 is coming here outside. And 2 theta I'm writing here. All okay, but only one thing is left behind. I need alone theta, and second 1 by 3 still outside. So why not these two go inside and divide both? We can do it. 1 by 3 untouched, and it goes inside. When it divides this, I get only pi. When divide this 3, I get a 1.5. So 1.5 sine 2 theta, and target is achieved. So I hope so you got a whole idea what is matter to do it. By verification, by calculation, prove this answer as theta lies between this. So best technique, this equation, take it, either bring this whole thing left side or bring theta on right hand side. And theta is better to bring on the other side. So I get 1 over 3 in the bracket pi minus 1.5 sine double theta minus theta. I got it, this whole equation from here. Bringing theta here, that is why. So now I replace one by one, first 0.5 replace, and then replace 0.7 in a whole equation. And make sure again, calculator must be in radian mode. So 2 times 2, 0.5 and minus 0.5. And then I will plug in whole equation replaced by 2 times 2, 0.7. And wait a minute, please. So let's calculate the value. And let's see. I'm typing in calculator parallel with you, and no need to show to examiner the values. Okay, sign is matter only. 1/3 times 2 in the bracket pi minus 1.5 times 2 sine 1 radian and then minus 0.5. And I am getting here positive point. Okay, I'm writing positive only. I'm getting here positive answer. So I repeat my words, I get here positive answer only. And when I do the second one and I get answer negative, and I can say here where that as sign changes. So so root lies, the root lies between 0.5 and 0.7. So it means this, so it is proved theta is between these two values. So I hope so the point is very clear. And if you want to know the values, we can write even values. The top value is coming with us is point positive 0.126. And the other one is coming is negative 0.146. You can see that signs are changes. That is why. And let's go for the next part. Iterative formula, he's asking, determine in part A, and theta is 3 dp. Each iteration is a 5 dp. And last answer 3 dp. So let's start. Formula is this I will use, but very interesting. We have no given. Whenever we want to convert into iterative form, left-hand side variable always put subscript n+1, and right-hand side put only n. Make sure here only n, here n+1. We are bound, okay? Otherwise, we cannot solve the question. So 1 minute, please. 1/3 pi. So it means theta n+1 is equals to 1/3 and pi minus 1.5 sine of 2 theta. Let me recheck, and here n. Yeah. So this is correct. 1 minute recheck, 1/3 pi. Correct. Now, what is starting technique? So first of all, say the plug in theta n as a 1. So n as a 1, 1 here and 1 here. I get 1 plus 1, 2, and 1/3 pi minus 1.5 sine 2 times 2 theta 1. And what is theta 1 value? He given us in sometime he given us initial value, but in this particular question he has not given any initial value. Then what is technique? How we can do it? So you can see that if not mentioned here, we can see that what is a possible value of theta is possible. This is angle, you know it very well. If we look at this, is called 45 degree or it's called pi/4. And this is not even pi/4. We can say it is a close to, we can say that starting point, we can take 5, it is look like a 30 degree, close to 30 degree. Okay, So we can say that pi by 6 is that because pi by 6 close to it. Okay, so pi by 6. So pi by 6 is a close, or I can say it as he said even that, or second choice, take the average of these two numbers. Okay, and average is the best option whenever he given, so take average. So x1, sometimes we can take a graph and sometimes we take a average of given numbers. So I can say that theta 1 is 0.5 plus 0.7 divided by 2, and I am getting theta 1 is 0.6. So here I'm putting here 0.6. And let's start iteration. And I am plugging here 0.6. Let me recheck. Yes, 1 by 3 into pi minus 1.5 into sine and 0.2 times, sorry, 2 times. This is a 2 theta. Let's recheck. Yeah, 2. So 2 times 2.6. And my answer is coming here 0.58117, not 7, sorry, 8. And this is called 5 decimal places. And next onwards value, I can find it. If I plug in, this is N1, if I plug in N2, what happens then? 2 plus 1, it gives you 3. And what happens here? 2 times 2. So this, when I plug in this 2 here, theta 2, and theta 2 value is just, I got this one. So this theta 2 value is 0.58118. And if I check it, this answer, what answer I get? I'm getting 0.58833. So I got this one. Final, my answer is 3DP. You keep your eye, 3 digits matching or not matching. It's still not matching. I'll go for one more iteration, N3. When I plug in 3 plus 1, give you 4. So theta 4, and I plug in 3 here even. So I'm plugging the value 1 of this. Pi minus 1.5 sine 2 times 2, 0. This value will come here. 58833. And if I check this answer, I'm getting 0.58553. Now you see that that still we are close. So we can see that this third digit, because the fourth digit is a 3 here, but fourth digit is now 5. It means this number going to add one more iteration. I just find by calculator directly, and I am getting 0.58661. And if you see this one, I don't want. If I round it, I get 86. I don't want. If I round, so this is, sorry, this is 86. Wait a minute, please. I think, yeah, 8688. Yeah. So I have to round it because next will maybe fluctuate. So answer is, if I find the next answer, I am getting next answer is 0.58619. I don't want. You see that? So this answer, this is a 5, is also 5. So 6, sorry. If I rounded this one, you can't say this one because this is not exact answer. But next answer we see that is we are getting exact somehow, is not somehow, exactly 586. We are getting the final answer. Okay, I hope so you got a point. So even we have to show these 2 steps. If you don't show, no problem at all to examiner. Okay, and actually what happened, one value go up and down and up and down, and gradually we get our answer. So that is why we got this down and then up, but ultimately we got this answer. Question number 10. Question number 10 says what here? Partial fraction question is this. Okay, and 4 minus x plus x to power 2 and 1 plus x and 2 plus x square. Make sure one thing, and this is called power is x1, and here power is x2. This is called linear, this is called non-linear or quadratic. Whenever we have a linear question come, okay, or quadratic, above linear, we put a one variable only, that is a or any a, b, c, d, n. No problem. But power 2 quadratic, we will put not one. We must try this format, bx plus c. You can put here lx plus m, px plus q, rx plus s, but we have to put this form always. I hope so the point is clear. Now, whatever in denominator we have here, multiply whole equation by 1 plus x times 2, 2 plus x to power 2. When I multiply whole equation, when this multiply with that, what will happen? You know, this fully cancel with that, and I will get 4 minus x plus x to power 2. And I want to multiply with this cancel with that, so this will stay behind with a. So with a, 2 plus x to power 2. When I multiply with this cancel with that, so this will stay behind with that. But some students do mistake here. What mistake? Look, I'm showing you mistake first. They put right like this is wrong. Why? Bracket around this is compulsory. If you don't put bracket, question may wrong. Come back. Next part, 4 minus x plus x to power 2. And best technique to do it now, this is called, this technique is a best technique. Plugin, look, this plugin, we're not getting any real number. When this plugin 0, it's okay. 1 plus x is equals to 0, 1 goes. Other side, I get -1. So replace whole equation, put whole equation by -1. What happens whole equation? Here -1, here -1, here also -1, but no need to put here -1 because reason, it will give you ultimately 0. Look at it, I said this equal to 0. So when it gives 0, so this is coming, this is becoming 6, and here I get a 3a, and a becomes 2. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, without any big effort, I got it. Problems that first I plug in this equal to 0. Can I plug in this equal to 0? No, wrong. Reason, look at it. 2 plus x square. If I plug in 0, x square equal to -2, and -2 root is a math error. So undefined. So that is why it is not possible. So now what is the other choice? Plug in any number except -1. So I think best number is ideal number is 0. I put 0 throughout the equation. When I plug in 0 here, what happens? 4 minus 0 plus 0, and a times 2 plus 0, and b is 0 plus c, and 1 plus 0. So what happens here? 4, here I got 2a, here I got c. This value of a comes down. So 2 2s are 4, and I got c value 0. First I plug in -1, then 0, and now I can plug in any other number except these two. So put any number. I think 1 is ideal because 1 is easy to solve. 1 again put in a whole equation. I can do another, it's called comparison method even, but I think so this is a easy way. Replace every x by 1. So when I get here, this cancel 4. Here I got a 3a. Here I got a 2b plus 2c. Now I'm replacing a value. This 2 will go down. 2 3 is 6. And 2b as it is, and c value placed there becomes 0, gone. And I got a -2 equal to 2b, and b becomes -1. And finally, he said that partial fraction. So I got a is 2. So 2 over x plus 1. Let me recheck. Yeah, x plus 1, 1 plus x, same. And down 2 plus x square. and b is minus x and plus 0. So minus x only comes. That's it. And next part is saying the same functions. Use same function and uses down here. So let's see how we can use it. Integration 2 over x plus 1 and minus x over 2 plus x square, and dx and limit is 0 to 4. I repeat, this plus into minus minus, so that is why I wrote. This very interesting part, because this is a newly added here in our syllabus in 2020 June, since 2020 June. So I will split them first of all, 0 to 4, 2 goes outside and 1 over 1 plus x or x plus 1, no problem. Here, no, this is a different part, not that one. Okay, no problem. Have a look here. 2 plus x square x we have. And limit 0 to 4. Okay, look at here with a very basic criteria we have. Function in denominator and its derivative in the numerator. When we have this situation happens and power of function must 1. So answer is logarithm of function. This is a basic property we are using here. So let's see how we can complete. Look at here, function down, its derivative up. How come? How come? What is derivative of 1? I just show you. Derivative of 1 is 0. Derivative of x is 1. So ultimately I get a 1. So function down derivative is available up. So I can say 2 logarithm of 1 plus x, limit 0 to 4. But this is a different. Derivative 2 is 0 and this becomes 2x. I got 2x, but I need 2x and I don't have 2x. I have x only. So do one thing, 2 by 2, like for example, again explain 2 divided by 2. So this is a balanced equation because it cancel out, no effect will come on our answer. But the upper 2 will go inside like this. So it will look like half, and now function down, its derivative is available up. We can say that logarithm of 2 plus x squared, and limit is 0 to 4. Now I can simplify upper, put upper limit. When I plug in 4 in the place of x, I got a log of 5 minus. When I plug in 0, I got a log of 1, which is 0. I will write later on. When I plug in 4, 4 square 16, 16 plus 2, 18. And minus, when I plug in 0, I get ln2 only. And I'm close to the answer. And let's see how we can finish this question. Log of 5 and log of 1 is, it's very well 0. And same here, this is a log of, because minus sign, I can divide them. Dividing means what? Dividing means logarithm of 18, because these values divide. So we got this one. So 2 ln 5 and minus half ln we can write here 9. 2 9s are 18. Okay, now this 2 goes in the power of 5, this half go in the power of 9. The one goes in the power 5 to power 2 and logarithm 9 to power half. And this has become logarithm of 25 and this become log of 3. And final form, we can write logarithm of 25 over 3 and target is achieved. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. I hope so. You got a point. All topics clear, all questions are clear. So question paper is completely finished.